Once upon a time, there were two best friends. One of them had a computer and the other one sucked.
Dude, what would you do if your nipples were just like the size of your eyes? That freak you out? That freaked me out.
I think they are about the size of my eyes.
No, like your nipple.
Oh, like the
Like
areola?
No, like the actual the teat.
The teat. It's too big of a teat.
It's the mega nipple.
It's too big.
Hello and welcome back to the free content show.
So we're here. We're doing another replay analysis. We're gonna talk through it. We're gonna give some coaching tips and pointers.
This is me playing Jakiro.
Yeah, this is a Jakiro game, and
I have no recollection of this game, even a little bit.
TBH. Neither do I. So
Apparently, I was on a big fucking win streak.
So we're gonna go ahead and take a look at what's going on here. I love the regen.
Lots of regen.
And you're buying the correct amount of regen, which is a shitload.
Just a shitload of regen for the offlane.
3 clarities might be a bit much, but it definitely consolidates the inventory slot over mangoes. You do have backpack slots, but you know it's whatever. I honestly think probably mangoes are the way to go, especially on this hero.
Yeah.
It's really, he's just so slow, so it's hard to like duck kind of in and out of lane and cast a spell and not lose your clarity, especially given casting time.
I think this was also when I like really first started learning Jakiro. Also, it says Chen. Sorry for the replay bug. It's gonna be all fucky.
Yeah, it's a neat little bug that is.
I think this is when I was still using
directional camera control. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it appears to be so.
Yeah, so it's not going to be quite the same, like, recent kind of gameplay because it's not the control scheme I currently use.
So we're getting attacked.
We were just straight up.
3 heroes. We just backed out. I mean, we probably took a little more damage than we needed to. I don't know if I ended up getting a rune there. I don't think I did.
No, I don't think so.
But I mean, honestly, it's fine. We got into a little bit of a scrap. We traded a little bit of health, a little bit of mana. But we didn't die. And we're in decent condition. You definitely should eat a tango here. You are missing a significant portion of HP, and you have tangos in your inventory.
I was looking at the date of this game. This was back in June, so I think this was before I, got better at laning. Oh, we're getting tri-lane fucking hard.
Yeah, so we definitely should have expected that. That we saw that there were 3 down here, and none of those heroes were really a mid hero that could come back. I maybe would have not TP'd to lane there.
Yeah.
Maybe not. And I mean, so you're taking a bunch of damage from the creeps. It's all under our tower. You are missing out on experience if you don't TP. But I am getting experience. And not only that, I would be getting experience at a 3-to-1 rate.
Yeah.
Essentially. So if I get a level advantage in this lane, it kind of helps us in tri-lane.
Also, I like how you can definitely tell this is, an older game. I suppose, it's 4 months old because I'm not playing in the tree line or anything like that.
Yeah, you're playing right in the creep wave. Yeah, I mean, this is definitely something that you've improved a lot since this game, very obviously. So we'll kind of point out some of the
mistakes. Look at me just creep aggro.
I don't know why they allowed that to happen, but they did, and something was on it too. There was a recipe.
Yeah, it was a Wraith Band recipe. I tipped you.
So I guess that happened. For some reason, we have now asserted
total dominance against the fucking tri-lane.
And we've kind of turned around the net worth. I really don't know where they are. I have no idea what they're doing. It's hard to say what we're doing right and wrong in the sense that they are doing pretty much everything wrong. I don't know where their supports are, if they're stacking and pulling. I mean, I guess we could check on that if we wanted to. Your positioning is a little off, but you are laying down harass. You're doing stuff to the enemy carry. She's alone right now, so that's fine. Looks like they might have split this into a dual lane. We might just be against the Grimstroke.
No, there's 2 mid.
Okay,
Undying
they
is
went to
mid.
gank mid. And I don't even think we called that missing. So that's going to be another mistake
I'm probably going to die here.
on our part. You're very close to it, but I think you're fine.
I live.
Survival! You should have eaten a tango much earlier than that. You ran by so many trees.
Many trees.
And maybe you're just trying to put some distance and trying to live, but like...
I think I was also...
You're like the slowest fucking hero in the game right now, so...
CM exists.
Truth. I'm still CSing pretty well. Neither side has a experience advantage, really.
I don't think so,
They're definitely trying to kill you here.
Yeah.
You did a good juke, though. Let's go ahead and take a look at our net worth. So I'm actually beating the Luna in net worth. You're not, but, you know, it's not your prerogative in this lane right now. So you notice you haven't had a single chance to use these tangos, or not the tangos, the clarities yet.
Because I think at this point is when this was very much a, hey, stop nuking the wave, dude, time of my laning.
Okay, all right. You're kind of getting used to that.
Yeah.
Well, I mean, in that instance, you know, still plan accordingly. Like, if you're not going to use that many spells, maybe you don't even need mangoes. I think mangoes are great. They give just a teensy bit of HP regen.
I think this was also back when I was still regularly just like a buying out, you know, like before the game even started.
So they're diving really deep here. You definitely should have cast a spell on them. Like, they're going to kill you. They just are going to kill you.
I'm so mad the fucking Undying didn't die there.
I'm kind of surprised I didn't do anything about that. I'm kind of surprised. Let's see. I was totally out of mana. That's why. If I had some mana, I could have gotten some done. Looks like I flew a mango out to myself and ate that. Maybe. Maybe I didn't fly it out to myself. Maybe I just had a mango and I was fucking up. Could have killed 3 heroes.
Wow,
right there.
I'm running away from the rune? Jesus.
You're scared. I mean, you've died twice. You've died twice in this lane now. You don't want to feed. I think you've gotten a lot better at knowing that, like they have kill potential in this lane. They can just kind of kill you. I am still out CSing the Luna by a lot. I have like a 300 gold advantage.
How the fuck did I ever play this game? I'm trash. Like we were also watching a game last night of me playing Medusa, and I was using her fucking
oh my god, it was torture.
Mystic Snake for like garbage CS.
It was you weren't even using it for CS. You were just using it to nuke the wave. Like, it's one thing if it was strong enough to just clear out the creeps and you use it and you get all the...
But it wasn't.
It wasn't. You were just doing damage to the creeps and then missing a ton of last hits. But, you know, it's fine. They have a... something of a ranged advantage on us right now. I think you missed that?
Yes.
Yeah.
I think I did.
Dazzle's here. We definitely should have gone on that a little bit more.
Yeah.
We're kind of losing this engagement 2-3, which sucks.
No, I got a kill. I killed the Luna.
Yeah, you went ahead and got one off on them, which is pretty good. Looks
And
like
I
they
missed.
rotated in with the Undying to try and kind of turn around on us. Really curious about your positioning here.
I don't know, man.
That's real weird.
Dude, this was before space created, I guess.
No, this just causes you to die. We were
Space
fine.
created, I guess.
For whatever reason, they rotated down their mid.
A DD mid at that.
To
Space created.
grab that kill, but there were 3 heroes there. They had you. And the Dazzle was definitely not in a decent spot.
Yeah.
I think I farmed a camp. Maybe I shrined. I'm full health and mana. I must have used a shrine there.
Yeah.
That was a good ice path. You get a little bit of damage onto them here.
I'm probably dead here.
Probably.
Still DD.
Let's see. I'm gonna come in on the back line here. I do end up disarming them, and you get a sweet stun.
And then you body block me.
But it's not enough. You were dead. I mean, it was sleight of fist, man.
I could have gotten out.
No, you could not have. Not in a million fucking years. The Ember still has enough mana to do that 3 more times if he fucking needed to.
No, I would have lived. And then I didn't have a TP.
Yeah, which is, it's fine. Like,
look at me buying regen probably for me.
So when I'm playing support, I don't know how good this is, but I typically alternate, right? Depending on how the lane is and where the lane is, if my core needs me and I die, I TP back. If my core doesn't need me, I will just walk back to lane. And then on the next death,
Midas PA grows.
I TP back. And then on the next death, I walk back to lane. Because there's certain... You want your core to be strong enough to be in lane by himself, so you can accomplish what you need to do around the map.
So, I mean, I'll usually just TP unless it seems like I'm going to need to rotate.
Here we have an okay ulti from me. I'm not going to say that's good ulti. Holy shit, did I miss?
I think you
What
did.
happened?
I think this
Hold up. I got to go back real quick. And I got to see... No, I want free camera. I want to see what the fuck is going on down here. I want to see him duck this. Where does he go? He goes through the trees. Oh.
literally just barely.
Oh, the pain. The pain. Anyway, we'll come back to taking a look at what's going on with you. We just got juked. I mean,
Yeah.
we got juked without vision. I went for the blind one. I should have expected him to run away from his tower, I guess. But you know what? It's fine.
There I was, leaving you alone.
Way back.
Yeah,
I mean, you're in experience range, but it's just not
the thing is,
accomplishing.
I'm not quite sure what I was thinking here.
Yeah.
Like,
well, you did pop a salve on me, which it looks like Luna canceled because she's a dick. You do decide to go top and try and get something done. You've got a sentry. This would be a prime time to have an obs ward.
I mean, I dropped it down over there because I'm pretty sure they were still tri-laning.
Maybe you saw the Undying up here. Maybe you saw him on the mini-map.
And I missed. Yeah, this is how you definitely know this was when I was first starting to learn Jakiro.
So you give a little bit of breathing room to your Wraith King. It looks like he's doing really well. He's very high in net worth. The Ember is definitely beating our PA in the mid lane.
I missed another fucking...
Probably could have helped out the PA here, maybe, instead. Because it looks like our Ember is beating... our Wraith King is beating this Timbersaw, right?
Yeah.
Lord knows how he's doing it, but he's doing it.
Yeah.
So it would definitely be a good time to look at where you can be useful around the map.
Yeah, there's literally 4 mid right now.
Well, it's just 3. There's an illusion rune in play. Yeah, I think there's there are 4 mid. There are straight up 4 mid. And
wow,
they
I'm
just
so
lost their
glad I
ward.
changed my control scheme. No, we didn't. Tower's still there.
Yeah, they're playing real aggressively in the mid lane.
Yeah.
And you kind of see that, so you go for the rotation, and that's definitely the smart play. There's a very low Undying, but that's a little misleading. The Timbersaw is also here for a gank. You guys are grouping around him so that his AoE skills
can really hurt.
top effectiveness. Along
I'm
with,
probably dead here.
You're definitely dead here. I don't see a
Perhaps
world
I
in which
live?
No.
Yeah, I'm definitely dead. This is an absolute clown fiesta.
Yeah, I mean they just
In what world did I save this? Why would I have saved this? Was it actually for coaching purposes?
You know,
perhaps to laugh when I knew I was going to get better at the game?
it might have been. It might have also kind of come to see how you do with kind of a bad-ish start. We have all TP'd to this lane multiple times.
Yeah.
And it looks like finally some good shit is going to happen. You get at least 2 kills. That's a mega kill streak to you.
It's not.
Or no, sorry, to the Dazzle. It's a mega kill streak to the Dazzle and a split bounty to you guys. Taking a look at the net worths, me leaving Luna alone was definitely a bad idea. I should have just stayed there, let this lane go how it was going to go. Yeah. We all engaged like one after the other and just kind of did a poor job of that.
Why would I not ult here?
Not kill this Timber.
I didn't have the mana.
You did not have it. I mean, you might. No, you don't. Not even with the wand. You have the mana.
And I missed. Again, this is how you know.
They push further under tower, and they're decimating.
Yes.
I
got my boots though.
So some of that is, I mean, most of that is positioning.
Yeah.
We are now kind of sitting in position here with the Wraith King, me and him. Trying to see if we can get a defense here. We really should be pushing somewhere else. Looks like the Luna wanted a part of the fun, so to speak. She saw her team was kind of rolling in this lane and rolled down, but didn't manage to really accomplish anything. At the same time, the Undying went top, took out the wave. The Grimstroke is maybe stacking in their jungle. We got a ward that's kind of pinging him out up in their top jungle. And the Ember is just going on a fucking
I clearly see that there's an Undying fighting someone, and I walked away from it.
You know, you might not have been paying attention to your minimap. Map awareness it's fucking key.
Yeah, so I like look at my minimap way more now.
Yeah. I mean, it actually tells you the most information in the game of any of the tools on your screen. Like, straight up, that if you're not actively in a fight, you should basically always be checking that.
I definitely should have stacked that over there.
You caught the obs. That was real good. You were both in position for it and already had a sentry down, so you definitely knew kind of
God,
what was happening.
I'm such a good support. Where are you at? 1.7k?
You're applying some defensive vision that I think is too defensive right now. So you see that ward that's way in the fucking back?
Yeah. Well, so
on the high ground by the tier 2.
It's because our Wraith King was farming there, and I was like, well, our Wraith King, like,
right.
I'm just pretty much trying not to. Did I save it literally just because the Luna fucking walked into that dumb bullshit?
That was nice. We got a 2v3 kill onto their carry. And I think we get away pretty scot-free here.
Yeah.
I'm not positive. That might not be true.
Seems like it.
But it seems like we're going to get away scot-free. And Undying really wants me.
Yeah.
Anyway, back on the vision that we were talking about. Yes, he's farming the area, but what does that vision give him?
Vision. like, I'm positive that was literally my entire thought process was have as much vision as possible.
So, personally, I would have put some vision probably around here. I can't ping it out on the minimap. That's annoying. I would have put it on the entrance to the jungles, essentially.
I mean, I did with one.
The one that's near the shrine isn't terrible. But I would even have put that further down towards the river. Give you kind of a better oncoming sight. If they're going to smoke and kill your carry, they're going to smoke and kill your carry.
Yeah.
And vision won't spot it out. But if they're not going to smoke, definitely entrances to the jungle is prime. Especially with the towers still up where they are right now. And that's why I would say the Shrine one is okay, because they are going to take that Tier 1 tower, or they should anyway, fairly soon. And that cuts off that entrance to the jungle from being defended by constant tower vision. And that's when that Shrine ward is like really good, because it captures
I'm
those
so
two
mad that I
entrances.
barely missed that.
I like this defensive ward that you have up here on the high ground.
I also spotted out a...
Same general concept. You can put one, even two wards down in this area to protect all entrances to this jungle. Like, there's no way to come in without a smoke. I also like the ward that's down by their rune.
I don't know who did that, but it definitely wasn't me.
if they are going to smoke, they very much could smoke in that area. You kind of saw on the mini-map for just a second there, they do have vision-ish in our top jungle.
Yeah.
Definitely something to be looking out for. You guys have vision that's showing what's coming into the jungle, but taking away that vision from the enemy is pretty key. Especially in that area, that triangle down there, that's the safest place to farm and the easiest place to deward.
Yeah.
On the map. Your sentry up top looks like it did catch out an obs ward.
And it looks like someone's walking over to
real
it.
good. Yeah, it should be the Dazzle. Just
Yeah.
going to go ahead and take that out. And that's good. You've got this at least control over this top jungle up here. And there's not really a lot that they can do. We have plenty of reactions that we can do to this. It looks like I took some damage from the Luna ulti, and now they're going in with one ultimate off of their roster.
Yeah.
You know?
And that cut off. Like, my ult wasn't perfect, but, like...
Your positioning was a little whack here, but it looks like we should come in for the cleanup in the back, and we do. Oh yeah, we're gonna clean up. This is where we want to fight.
Yeah.
We have the vision.
I'm definitely dead here, though.
Yeah, you're definitely dead for sure. But the way that you kind of opened up that fight, you brought them further underneath our vision, right next to our shrine. We had access from the tower and the shrine to come in for this fight. We ended up killing their carry.
Yeah.
And their offlaner, let's see if we can pick off their mid. He's almost out of mana. All for the trade of a Jakiro. We also got the Undying earlier in the fight. And that's kind of what I was saying. You've always had a pretty good eye for team fighting in general. Going in...
And yeah, we killed the mid.
And you spotted the obs ward that they put down bottom. But you cast your spells in that fight. You weren't afraid to fight. The only way that we're going to win a fight is if we take it on our advantageous ground, which in that situation we had two places to TP to.
Yeah.
So less TP delay, and we had vision of the whole area. So advantageous ground was ours, and we cast our fucking spells. We do what damage we literally can do. Because if we don't have the damage to win the fight, we'll lose the fight. And that's
now, is it too many wards that are too defensive? I mean, yes. Yes, it is.
Well, the Shrine ward was
the
real key ward there. And you'll see now that they have a lot of vision down. I think it's just a replay bug because we don't have sentries down to catch that. They have a lot of vision down. They actually have a vision at the entrance to our top jungle, vision on our mid lane, and vision on our entrance to the bottom jungle. So they can basically see where we fucking are at all times. Those are the areas we want to play around right now because, again, we need advantageous ground.
Again? I am likely dead here again.
I would expect it. They're applying a lot.
Oh, look at that!
Really good ultimate coming out from you, though. This is looking to be a very advantageous fight for us again.
And
we managed to kill the tombstone. Both teams are backing out, and I'm kind of surprised at that.
Yeah.
It looks like I did turn around and get a nice kill onto the Undying.
Okay, this is one I bought a ton.
But we got a lot more out of that. We got 3 of them, it looks like, unless the Luna was still dead from last fight, which I doubt. But it looks like we got 3 of them for
now,
one.
Yeah,
again.
and a fucking...
And a 4th one.
Yeah.
So these fights are really turning around. We did have some vision there, but they also did. I would say we had a slight advantage just because of the 2 TP locations / kind of a third that we can use to quickly access that area. Whereas if they were to buy back and try and come in,
they would have to go from their shrine.
They have to go really far compared to how far we have to go if we're going to buy back.
They don't have BOTs or anything.
And because of that, we can play a little less cautiously.
Yeah, we can be a bit more...
And they have to play a little more cautiously. This is good. I really like this ward. You're getting good vision down onto the entrance of that jungle. And it looks like, you're doing it here too. This is perfect defensive jungling vision when you have that tier 2 up.
Yeah.
They might try and pressure that tier 2, and in which case we're still in decent shape to try and take a fight in the area.
Why did I just mill about just now?
I don't know. I think
it's because I was gonna go mid because I thought I saw a fight breaking out. I was like, I want CS.
So we definitely see all these heroes bottom.
Yeah.
And
there was.
You cast your spells on the wave. You push the wave back. You know that your stuff is going to be off cooldown by the time you come in here. So far, it's a bad fight.
Yeah. I completely whiffed that.
We have lost 2 cores, and you still walked in. Very surprised at that. That's a very strange choice.
Fucking pathing, dude.
I mean, you just should not have. You should not be here at this point. You definitely had a chance to back out of that fight before you cast your ult, and you just didn't take it.
Space created, save the tower, confirmed.
Nope, I'm going to call that a straight feed.
Yeah. Well, I mean, that was just kind of a bad fight in general.
Yeah. I mean, it was a feed at the end.
Yeah.
There. Is you shouldn't have gone in at all. You dropped your ultimate, but there was no one.
I mean, if I hadn't whiffed my ice path, like, I could have done something with it.
Maybe.
I would have left earlier if I hadn't whiffed my ice path, but I think I was just like, oh, I think I can save this tower with my ult.
I mean, it's possible we could have TP'd in some other people too, but they didn't, and it was just a poor engagement on all parts. And again, they have that ward there.
But our Wraith King is just farming.
Our Wraith King is about to get fucking whomped. So they had that ward. They spotted me out, and they killed me. Now it spotted him out, and it looks like they're, for some unknown reason, backing out. I mean, we're all here now, but they were around him for a good 20 seconds. It looks like they've stopped pushing out. They've got all their heroes, and they want to take this fight. That is a beautiful macro pyre. It's a beautiful everything. We're dropping our ults, and we are winning this fucking team fight one way or another. We have 3 heroes down.
Oh, in the save! Let's go!
So the PA is probably going to die to those zombies.
Nope.
It looks like the Toon died, and we should pick up this kill.
So close, yeah.
Nope, we got it. I totally whiffed my Q there, too.
Oh, I was saying so close with the ice path.
Yeah, it was. But we ended up getting it for a 4-for-0 trade, it looks like. That was a good try at the ice path. He could have run left or right. It's kind of a 50-50.
Yeah.
That's like a... he definitely wasn't reacting to the ice path. I think he was just running the way that felt natural to him.
Yeah.
Honestly, I think doing it to the left was the wise choice. Because when people are pushing this tower, they often have people on that right path waiting to cut off escape from
the ice. And then some big bad. But they're not going to chase after us.
So, yeah, if you look at our ult economy now, we basically just have... we have no ults.
Yeah.
Because PA's is passive and Dazzle's is passive.
And they have all of theirs. Well, they're missing 2 big team fight ults.
Yeah, I mean, Flesh Golem isn't huge. It's a good skill for sure. I kind of like that preemptive ice path, I'm not going to lie to you. He definitely threw it up there, which in my mind, playing as a support, would lead me to believe that they have vision there, but they don't, so I'm just wrong. We did see them throw vision down just there as we lost our sentry. Phenomenal ice path, phenomenal use of spells. Again, you're there, and even though you're 2 and 10, you have 10 deaths, you're at these fights and you're casting spells like you are on a 3 times godlike streak. Which I love the confidence. Like, literally, that shit wins Dota. That's not to say fight when you're weak, but like, you know your spells do damage. Even if you're dying, you're doing a shitload of damage. I kind of want to look at the damage stats after this game and just see how that's going. Ice Path was a little botched, but we got
it was fine.
It was fine. I burned an ultimate to get rid of probably the scariest hero on their team.
Yeah.
Maybe the Timbersaw is the scariest hero. But I would say kind of between those two. Luna's probably just bad.
Yeah.
She had a great lane, you know. She got a couple kills onto you. And then she stopped farming and doing her thing to start fighting. But, like, let's take a look at her items. Let's see what she fucking has now really quick. She has a Manta and a Mask of Madness. And it's 27 minutes into the game.
And you're like a fucking hyper late game carry.
Which, don't get me wrong, those items, I mean, that's probably average, right? For the bracket that we're playing in here in this game. That's probably average.
Yeah.
However, that's not good.
Yeah.
You know, she had a fine lane. Like, she
wasn't and fast.
She wasn't hitting creeps in lane when she should have been. Or pushing towers, or utilizing the space that her team was creating for her. It's totally fine to go in and fight when your team's ahead, but they lost like 3 fights in a row.
Yeah.
And then took a fight and then lost another one. She should not be fighting.
Why did I not buy the Yule's recipe here?
Maybe you were saving for buyback? I'm
Maybe,
not entirely
probably.
sure.
I do have a tendency to do that, so.
So we just lost to tier 2, which puts us in kind of a scary situation in which, like, not having buyback now could mean racks.
Yeah.
Straight up. You used our ult on her, and we are coming in from the back, and I managed to fuck up my ult, and we get her anyway. Totally unnecessary use of my ultimate, but that's
kind of how Pango lives.
Yeah, man. I mean, there are better Pangos than me everywhere. That will know not to ult there.
Name one.
I can't, but I've run into some master tier Pangos, man, and they just make me jealous.
You're the most.
That's actually why I remember this. I was playing Pango in this game because in the previous game we played,
you played against a master tier.
I ran into a master tier Pango, and I was like, well, I guess I have to become a master tier Pango because that looked fucking fun for him. Because I had no fun in that game because I was up against a master tier Pango. Up against a master tier anything is fuck. It's annoying as shit.
Okay, I'm like actually pissed. Why have I not bought my Yules? It's 650 gold.
I don't know. Let's also take a look down here.
I was definitely saving for buyback.
You have buyback.
Yeah.
You can buy the recipe and still have buyback.
Yeah, I don't know why I didn't. I think I just literally forgot.
Yeah, you might have.
Just because we were just sort of fighting the whole time.
Gotta love fucking liquid fire.
Liquid fire is such a good fucking skill, dude.
The attack speed slow onto towers.
Yeah, incredible.
That's nice. So we see that we only have 3 heroes here and we back out. The wise choice. You definitely put down some deep aggressive wards. I'm surprised they had defensive wards up here already. They just did. Dalza goes ahead and clears out that ward that we saw them drop earlier.
Yeah. And my wards are still there, which they haven't taken out for some reason.
Now this is pretty key. We have vision of them. Those wards that you put down, top notch. We know where like all of them are. We know the Ember Spirit's up here somewhere, farming, right?
Yeah.
Because everyone else is bottom. And he zipped away in this direction. So he probably ran back to base.
This fat fucking push. Holy shit.
There it is, in the high ground. We got a big push coming here. Easy tier 2. Nothing they can do. And boom, like that, we have a tower advantage, a vision advantage, and a positioning advantage. They actually can't go in on us unless they're all 5 right now.
Because that's so many fucking skeletons.
And we cleared out most of the vision that they had in their jungle up here. Which means we have the vision advantage in their jungle. Yes, they have a TP location, which is an advantage we don't. But you're not going to want to TP in blind. Unless the fight is happening right on top of that shrine.
Yeah.
You can't really you can't utilize it for that. For whatever.
Look at me bringing this farm to my...
It's bad, man.
No, I'm pretty sure literally the reason I did it was because I saw a wave coming. And I wanted to push.
So they're going to engage in a high ground defense here, which they have an Undying and a Grimstroke.
Yeah.
They can do this for a long time. We basically have to get a really good initiation,
And
which
there it
it
is.
looks like you had a pretty good macro pyre, which encouraged me to go ahead and blink with my ultimate and do a fuckload of damage to the Luna. Jesus Christ. Dude, every time I see Pango's Q do that much damage, I'm just like, I gotta become a master tier Pango. I just want it so bad with all of my heart. So let's take a look at this situation as it is.
Yeah.
It's a 3-for-3 so far, even trade.
Yeah.
And we went ahead and pulled that one out. Although, yep, we lost it there. Where is our Wraith King?
Taking the bottom tower.
Looks like he wasn't even at that fight.
Yeah.
Which we should have looked at. He went ahead and took a tower, so we got something out of it.
Yeah.
Not a total loss, but we probably should have paid attention to the fact that our Wraith King was not there. So we could see on the map that they had an Obs Ward.
Yeah.
And we do have a sentry down there, so we would have been able to see it. It doesn't look like you caught it.
Which one?
I'll go back just a second. I'll show you the moment.
What, the sentry right there?
Nope. Take a look at where the skeletons go through.
Yeah.
They supply vision right there.
Yeah.
You see
No,
it?
I think, well, I wasn't the one who placed those words over there. That one was the death.
Even so, it popped up on the minimap. You're dead.
Yeah.
And you're looking at a square on the ground. You know? That would have been a prime opportunity to catch that. Know that vision's there. They have Roche vision. And kind of know how to move and react from there. It looks like you're buying a Force Staff, which I agree with. Yes. I'm going to say I agree with. I mean, honestly, I think the best thing you could have bought right now is like probably either a Lotus Orb or Greaves. Because Greaves, you get the Dispel, right?
Were you building Greaves?
I might have been building Greaves. Let's take a look.
Someone was building Greaves.
I probably
Dazzle was
will
building Greaves.
will eventually build them.
Yeah, Dazzle.
Yeah, he has Greaves. So I would say probably a Lotus Orb for the Dispel you can throw onto people. You can Dispel the Root. You can Dispel the Slow. You can Dispel the Silence. You can Reflect Grimstroke's Ultimate. Grimstroke's Silence.
I don't think you can reflect his ult.
Really?
Yeah, because it's technically AoE, not.
It's technically not single target.
Yeah, because you do it in.
I'm gonna have to test that later. That's very interesting to me. Not that I don't believe you. It's just like it's a very interesting mechanic that I did not know about. Anyway, so they still have vision there. In fact, they dewarded our vision there now. So now they're taking an advantageous vision fight.
Yeah.
They immediately get a kill onto you. They can't do anything off. Me and the Wraith King are silenced, stunned, and dead. You can really see how
to save.
you can really see how a fight goes poorly when you have that vision advantage, which they definitely had. We had all 5 of us there. PA thankfully made it out. Not really a lot that she could do anyway in that
Wraith
fight.
King just gave away a dominating streak.
Straight up. We do have buybacks onto you and me. You had a buyback in this situation. It's very good. This is definitely a stage in the game where you want to have it. You see that they're going for a death ball push mid. Their tower taking is no joke because they have a Luna.
Yeah. I think we were waiting to buy back here because...
I bought back. I don't know how much I had on my death timer. Let me see if that was a good buyback. Yes,
You had about 30 seconds.
that was a good buyback. I needed to.
Yeah.
PA can't hold this on her own. You can probably hold it. Yes, definitely.
I think, no, I bought back. Well, it's so I bought back before someone forded.
Yeah. I mean, honestly, it's okay.
And this
Your
was a
buyback
good
was
fucking-
on pretty. It's pretty cheap.
Yeah.
Those are pretty good ultimate.
Do I die back here? No, I don't.
Not yet, but I wouldn't put it past you at this stage. Oh man, I just clipped that fucking edge. You almost died. Holy shit, you were so low. But that was really good positioning. You put yourself in a place to cast spells, and because of that, we got a triple kill off of PA. 4 to 5 heroes. They did get a high ground ward down, and we did lose the tower. But kind of what are you going to do? Now it looks like we're definitely going to try and force those buybacks. If the enemy team was smart, they would have roached.
Yeah.
But it looks like they kind of wanted to force those buybacks, and they did get 2 out of us. So we want to try and get at least 2 buybacks out of them. Really hard to push high ground into Grimstroke Timbersaw.
Yeah.
Like, those creeps are just fucking dead. We got the buyback on the Ember, which is kind of enough. That's kind of enough. We're gonna walk by here, see if they still have that ward. Luckily for us, it looks like it's mostly the Ob's ward died. They do know we're getting wards down here though because we killed that sentry. However, this gives us at least the advantageous vision right off the bat, right? You got vision around that Roche pit. You know we're going to fight there. You know that that's going to be a point of contention because they can't really push high ground without it. Neither can we.
They just dewarded me. But
again, that gives us information. Yeah. That means this Ember up here is totally fucking alone. He probably makes it out.
Oh, he gets crit.
I did a bit of a blind jump into there with my ultimate because I didn't want him to escape.
Yeah.
He had his BKB. I couldn't have stopped him anyway. But it was super good.
The Dazzle just killed the Grimstroke, who has no buyback.
I kind of want to see that. I'm going to go back and just see what happened during that time.
DD. Oh, DD Dazzle. That's fucking...
With the fucking Wraith King.
Basher Wraith King, or the fucking Abyssal Blade Wraith King.
That was pretty gnarly.
Please tell me I buy wards here.
Yeah, I was going to say, this is actually a really good opportunity because their ward buyer is dead. So if we put wards down
I think
right
we're
now,
at wards here.
There's not a lot they can do. That's a die back onto the Ember, so we're skipping Roche.
Well, he's not up yet.
Was he not up yet?
No, I don't think so.
I don't think anyone took Roche this game, did they?
We did.
Huh.
Someone did.
That's fine. But we know we have the advantage here. We go ahead and take this fight. There was a buyback onto the Grimstroke last second. I'm probably going to fall here. Yes, I do. But we do get a kill onto the Timbersaw, who immediately buys back. And our PA is just going off the chain. I mean, this is not really going to say a lot for us, but you're casting your spells. You're not afraid to die.
Maybe I should be.
To an extent, but like our PA is strong, man.
If like you just got a triple rampage.
If you get control onto this field, she will carry the game for you. You know?
Which I think we just thrown here.
Yep, I think you just straight thrown. Undying has a buyback, but he's not using it, and rightfully so. There are 3 heroes alive, 4 heroes alive, 3 of which can just outright kill him.
Oh, look at that! I mean, we won, but still.
And
I looked at death timers and prevented them from doing anything.
All in all, I mean, yes, the laning phase was a little
rough.
Woof. but you can really see how even back at this time, you had that team fight intuition. And it's one of the reasons that I think that you're a good support player. It's literally your team fight intuition and your laning are like your biggest pluses, as well as your vision game is pretty next level these days. Back then, I would say...
Well, I didn't even start buying wards until I think I started playing more dedicated 5.
Yeah, I mean, you had wards. It was just your vision was like robotic. You know?
Standard ward spots.
Yeah, it's like, here's ward spots, put wards down. You had some of the basics down, like you knew Wraith King needed to farm, and he was farming that jungle, so you thought, okay, I'll put wards in this jungle.
Yeah.
Not necessarily thinking that ward that was way in the fucking back wasn't doing...
So I think I just wanted to put, like, the triangle there, just so, like, we have that entire thing covered, was my thought process.
Yeah.
But, again, we still had that tower up.
Yeah, like, especially when the tier 1 is still up. That ward just doesn't... Nobody should ever be that deep on their team. And if they are, they're thrown.
It's a damn shame it won't show me my damage here. Which is weird because that's a Dota Plus thing, but, replays.
Yeah.
Which... Keep talking. I'm going to see if I can actually pull that game up again.
Okay, yeah. But yeah, your team fight game was strong back then. That was always your like the thing about the game that made sense to you. And you died 12 times that match. That's a lot.
Yeah.
And a lot of that was in the laning phase. There was like 4 deaths in the laning phase.
Don't look at this. None of you look at my shame.
There's a lot of win streaks and a lot of loss streaks. There is no in between. But yeah, I mean, now that your vision game is much better and your laning game is much better, like you're doing well. Really, all you gotta work on.
This is not the game. Fuck.
What I think you need to work on to really improve as a player is your action game. Is about creating movements on the map. It's about variation in the things that you do.
Yeah.
That not just necessarily creates space, but it limits the space that the enemy team has.
How much damage did I do, though, since I can't? Only 1,700.
And buy smokes.
Yeah, no, like...
You've kind of put that into your arsenal recently. I've noticed.
It was something I was doing for a while, and then I started playing, like, a bunch of games in a row where I would be like, okay, I'd buy a smoke, be like, let's smoke. No one would do anything. I'd be like, why am I even buying smokes?
Yeah, so, 2 things, kind of.
And then I brought them back into my repertoire.
Just use the smoke.
Yeah.
You can totally solo smoke yourself and try and gank mid, especially on a hero like Chikiro.
Yeah.
Perfectly acceptable to go for a solo smoke. You can solo smoke and ward. And if you catch like 2 other heroes in the smoke, even if they're like farming a camp, 9 times out of fucking 10, they'll just be like, oh shit, I'm smoked, let's go.
Yeah.
Like, it'll snap. It's really weird.
Yeah.
They'll like snap out of their greed trance.
I've definitely done that as a core before.
Yeah.
I have absolutely done that.
I've done it as a core before. I mean, I will be sitting in the jungle and there will be 2 heroes near me and one of them pops a smoke and I stop attacking the creeps and I just go.
Yeah.
It's not to say that it's always a good idea to follow the smoke, but it's almost hypnotic in a way that like people will just do it.
So like, oh, I guess we're going.
If you're sure it's a good idea, fucking pop the smoke. They'll go with you. 9 times out of 10. There are always those people that'll be like, nope, don't fucking care, fuck you. And most of the time it's good for your position 1 not to go anyway. But like, I'm talking like your position fucking 3 is farming a camp, and at the very least, popping a smoke, even if you don't actually accomplish anything with it, stops him from farming the farm that should go to his 2 or his 1.
Well, also something you'll notice, I usually smoke after a kill.
Yeah, which is sometimes okay, sometimes not.
Well, so usually I'll do it because we'll get a pick off and then go Roche.
Yeah, and in that instance, it's like, okay. Even so, they already kind of have a detriment not to go to Roche. It really depends on the hero pick you get, right? And it's... You can make some cool plays with that, but in general, it's about what's the situation and does it require it.
Yeah.
If you just picked off, say, in that game, if we just picked off their Ember, probably don't need to smoke after that.
Yeah.
Like, Timber is really the only other problem on their team. And if they only have one problem on their team, and like our Wraith King was a problem, and our PA was a problem, and I had a lot of control. I'm not going to say that I was a problem, but like if they were to jump into a fight,
I think I was a problem.
Well, you had a lot of control. You and me, I would say, have a lot of control. I'm not going to call us problems per se, but I will say that we had a lot of control.
I would say we were problems. We literally led to a triple rampage.
Well, it enhanced the problems that were on our team.
Yeah.
You know, which is why I'm hesitating to call us problems. Is because if our PA and our Wraith King were dead, I think we lose that fight.
Yeah.
You know, like, we're not big enough of problems on our own, but in the presence of those problems, it makes them so much more difficult to deal with.
Yeah.
Because if you throw down Ice Path and you throw down Macropyre, they can't fight in those things.
Yeah.
And if they're in those things, our carries are going to go nuts on top of them. Same with my Rolling Thunder, or even my Disarm onto the Luna or the Ember, stuff like that. Like, between the two of us, we had a ton of control. And throw on top of that the Dazzles there, who's taking armor away and healing people and giving Shallow Graves. Our team comp was actually pretty solid this game. I was a fan. I'm a fan of this team comp. Specifically because of the control and then the damage that we have to like throw after that. So yeah, I mean, if we had gotten to pick on the Ember, probably don't need to smoke because the Timbersaw, if he goes into the Roche Pit to fight us, Rolling Thunder is gonna fucking clap his cheeks. He has nowhere to run from Ice Path, nowhere to run from Macropyre. He's a very high speed hero, high mobility. But if he gets stunned during Timber Chain, it cancels it. Yeah. So, like, if he's in that pit, he's probably not leaving that pit.
Yeah. Also, we took the Roche in this game.
Man, I don't even remember.
I want to say the PA took it. Was it the PA? Yeah, the PA took the Aegis. Ooh, kind of a late Battle Fury. They rushed Deso.
I always think it's weird when people go Battle Fury post Deso.
I don't believe in mid PA Deso rush. I really don't.
I actually believe in mid PA Deso rush. I just don't think you buy the I think like safe lane PA is where you buy a Battle Fury. Did she go triple stifling dagger? She better have. Yes. Because triple stifling dagger with Battle Fury is just so fucking crazy good.
Stupid.
It's stupid. It actually is so stupid. I actually really like Battle Fury PA. I really do. Yeah. I flip flop between what it means for the mid lane to buy it. I think as a mid laner you want to create a lot of chaos on the map, and Battle Fury is kind of a farming item. Without that Deso, you just you don't cause a lot of chaos. If you lose your lane, sure, maybe get it, try and catch up. But at the same time, you want your position 1 to have had a good lane. Yeah. Because of that. I could talk Dota all fucking night. I love Dota, man.
And we might, who knows, we might film another one of these.
Anyway, that'll be it for this replay. If you guys have a replay that you want us to watch and give insight into...
Fuck you, pay me.
Let us know.
And then pay me. Goodbye, everyone.